for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Leading the Vikings here, head coach Kevin O'Connell. His side unable to make it 2-0 to start the year, dropping their game last week. On the opposite sideline, the head coach of the Buccaneers, Todd Bowles. These guys are ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Brandon Aubrey has the ball teed up. Keith Scott and Brock Heward up in the booth for this one. And we're underway in Tampa. Return coming from the 6. This makes it up to the 25. The Vikings taking the field for their first drive of the game. At the helm, someone entrusted to lead this group in just his first season. Their rookie out of LSU.
It's always fun. Puts a smile on my face when I see a rookie leading an offense out. A lot of them look like 10-year vets with confidence and poise in the middle of that huddle, in the middle of their teammates. Let's watch his first couple throws. That's where sometimes you can see some of those nerves slipping through.
Ready! Gravity Lions! Let's go!
Throwing to start this game. Jump off top by his back. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go! Craft all 80! Go!
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers force the turnover on the first series of this game. How quickly things can change, huh? From kickoff to now, already looking at an entirely different picture, Brock. They get the interception, and they're going to take over in perfect position to score our first points.
You know, we talk about scripting for offense all the time, but flip it around. That could not be a better script for this defense. Not just to get a stop, but to take the ball away and now set your offense up for success.
So here now are the Buccaneers on offense to begin their first drive. They are brought out by a former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game you had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
180!
On the give, this is Irving. Nearly starts the drive with the first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
This is Irving on second. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring a third down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
What's up? What's up?
Baker now from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. You had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired. I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. Early momentum with that field goal.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. They threw the interception on their opening drive, Brock, but that's right from their memory as they head back out now.
Yeah, it's got to be, right? When you throw that pick early, you've got to flush it. The defense help with that, holding that offense on the other side to just a field goal and giving this offense now some hope as they take the field again. Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
He'll hang on to it on the second down option. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch it behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Tampa Bay sending its offense out, their second drive coming up. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers, 1st and 10. Now Mayfield, gets him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
From the 47. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Good. 180.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Completed over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this 3rd down.
180.
They send a man in motion. 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
He had all the distance and just enough accuracy to send it through. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for him.
You know disc golfers, Kate? Yeah, I'll go to disc golfers. They sometimes give the basket a hug if an errant putt hits, but still goes in. You may want to go give the goalpost a hug after this game. It took a friendly redirect off the upright to make that field goal good.
His return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock, but what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
First down, ball at the 36. They give it to him again. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal.
From the 38. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
Get it. Go.
Back now, pressure on its way. As a man, Justin Jefferson. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but across the line there, that earns the holding penalty. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Come on. Hit.
Looking to the air here. Dumped off to his running back. Takes out a one-stop. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He takes off with it. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too.
QB runs could be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go. Set.
Throwing from the gun here. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing...
Menu narration set to 100. Menu narration set to 100.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Good.
They give to Irving to stop his drive. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Irving on the counter. He made the most of that one. Didn't he give him 9 yards on that first down carry? Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down.
Good.
Right back to Irving now. Escapes a defender. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Here's the give to Irving. He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
Offense to the line for second down.
What's up? 180!
We're through one. Buccaneers leading after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They have second down behind the sticks. Dumps it off to his running back. A solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run third down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up fourth down. Wow, they must really trust in this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
Hey, think about this for a second, Kate. This league's been around for over 100 years, and we've only seen a field goal of this length a little over 20 times. That is a short list. The number of guys in the league who could be trusted to hit from 60, and an even shorter list the ones who get the chance to try it.
Returning it from the 4. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And they haven't been able to find their way on the scoreboard just yet as the deficit has reached 9 points. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Finds him over the middle. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one into 41. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger. Ready.
Throwing now from the gun. He fires one deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got second down. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
This one's a little touchback forward to his man coming across. And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line. To the line they go. It's second down.
Here we go. Set.
Look to throw. Setting up the receiver screen to Jefferson. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate and turns into a nice gain.
The Buccaneers bringing out a dime look. Third down coming. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. That's caught. This is Addison. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
Let's go now.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
Ready? Cougar 19. Let's go.
Shotgun handoff now to Chandler. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Ready?
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Catches Manning close. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
They'll try this extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Johnson now on the return. Jukes one defender. And he's stopped on the run back to the 27. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Baker now off the play fake. It's his running back. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get it completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Finds his man over the middle. And will not get any further. Plenty of progress already.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By getting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Irving on the inside give. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's him the first.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First down, here's Baker. And that's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get him right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Throwing again is Baker. That's complete, Mike Evans. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. He comes through big here, 9 yards and 2nd down. After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Swings Irving again on 2nd. And he runs it across, touchdown! The Buccaneers push this to an 8-point game. Alright, so this solid first half continues from Brock there into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers push the lead to 2 scores now. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Vikings back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. He cuts it back right. And he's out of bounds. What a play for them, but will it stick? Oh, we got a flag down. Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. This offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field.
Come on.
Thrown back, it's the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. It's the Vikings who have 2nd and 4. From the 32. Connecting on a slant. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Escapes the pocket. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line.
Let's go!
Vikings out of the hurry-up, need everyone back to the line. To throw it on 1st down. It's another 1st down mistake. He's intercepted again. Benjamin Morrison comes up with it. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the crew. Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. Complete on the option. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers grow their lead just before halftime. Extra point for Aubrey is up and go. And the Buccaneers take a 16-point lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Vikings and this running back headed back out for a new series. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Chased out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. He's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
All right, here we go, 2nd down.
Tag. 70, Timberwolf.
Setting up a throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now they're going to wait to see how they respond. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag. Dropping back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
3rd and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. The Vikings getting their punt team out. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He's brought down before the return gets far. Kevin O'Connell getting his Vikings offense out for another drive. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they may be able to put a little something together here before halftime. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. Looking slant route complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 47. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. 3rd down, here's Mayfield. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. Probably looking at our final snap and a half here on 1st down.
Here we go. Ready.
He's back to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty, so now we get an untimed down. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And that keeps this a 16-point game.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Lots to talk about from the weekend that was. This a fitting capper to a compelling week, so let's get after it. Our tour around the NFL starts now at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. The Colts at home to take on the Jags in the AFC South. And it's Josh Downs. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. This will be a 70-yard touchdown catch. The Colts are back in the win column. They move to 2-1 with a Week 3 victory. From there, we go to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Let's check in on the Chargers as they host the Houston Texans. And this is Omarion Hampton. He's going to show some burst, and he has a score, 24 yards on the touchdown. The Chargers move to 2-1. They get the victory here. Lastly, let's go out to the desert, Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals taking on the Buffalo Bills. And it's Josh Allen. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Bills are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. And with that, a look at what else is going on around the NFL here in week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Johnson with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Kevin O'Connell getting his Vikings offense out for another drive. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. He's going to start that out and give to Irving. And he's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the 24. Trying for the deep ball. They connect on the deep shot. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside gets the job done.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Stays in the pocket. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
They'll make a big for it on the ground. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Brought in left side by Godwin. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Now it's Irving. He's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Mayfield keeps it himself. And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up. A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead. Aubrey puts it through. And make this a 19.3 score advantage.
But when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Vikings returning their offense and this running back to the field. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. They get a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. They go play action on first. Puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it deep downfield. He's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
Ready.
Throwing now on first down. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down. This one intended for the running back.
On the set.
So 2nd down coming up.
Let's go. 18 Cardinals. Rig. Hurt. Rig alert. Get up.
He keeps this one himself. He slides down with enough to pick up that first. With the tempo, some hurry-up offense.
Go.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down at the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Come on.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his right. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Let's go now.
Run here from the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter-action.
Okay,
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And the 4th down call pays off as they'll move the chains.
What's that saying, Kate, about discretion? Discretion is the better part of valor. Well, decision-making for quarterbacks is so critical. And that time, excellent discretion. Protect yourself, get the first down, and live to play another day.
Cougar Knights.
First down from the red zone. And they score. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings start the 2nd half with some needed points. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
Ready,
Kevin
set.
O'Connell with the call. They're trying for two.
Nice. Put.
Keeps it on the option here. And he is hit well behind the line. It goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that two-point attempt. Normally, that's a play that works for him, but that time, maybe better off letting it go on the option.
Yeah, I think so, Kate. You wouldn't believe how fast in real time you got to make that decision. It is a split second, truly a split second decision, and that time not the right one for the quarterback.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Kevin O'Connell getting his Vikings offense out for another drive. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Set. Set. 180.
Drive begins with a run by Irving. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
That's incomplete left side. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
That's caught for the 1st. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. They give to Irving, left side. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they're going to have 1st and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that gives them 1st and goal. Handoff headed right. Irving. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There's no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards. That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
He's going to keep this one. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact. And they made the stop. It's 4th down. No gain, maybe just a couple of inches on the run. That brings up 4th and goal. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
Set. 180.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Buccaneers have that football partner, and more importantly, they've got a good lead. And they're really trying to pile it on here. The offense staying out there on 4th and goal.
Set. 180.
Running Going for it. Here's Irving. And they turn him away. The defense holds strong, and they get off the field with a turnover on downs.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built himself up a little buffer here, Kate. It's never over until it's over.
He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner. As he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That's not going to show up as an interception on the stat sheet, but with all these next-level stats we have today, Kate, that's what you call a turnover-worthy play. And there have been way too many of them in this one.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Let's go.
Handoff now out of the gun. To the defender. And he's sent out after getting them away from their own goal line. They'll come up 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll throw it. Alvin Cox, here's Ty Chandler. He manages to reach that 25-yard line before he's driven out. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They'll try and throw it here. Finds a man, right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Have to pick up the pace offensively as they go hurry up.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32. Buying some time right. He takes it himself. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. That's good for 7 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Gotta be a pretty good actor. Gotta be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
He'll throw on 1st. One pass brought in. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Everybody rushing back to the line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bucks' 33-yard line.
They'll try it left with Chandler. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. It's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down. Across the 20, continuing to work. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings now within 1 score in the 4th. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
This one is up and good. And the Vikings get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down. 26-yard line. Here come the Bucs on offense now. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield will look to throw. He can run it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
What's up?
Irving on the inside give. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Baker now from the gun. Inside, this is a good cut. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
On 1st down, they're going to run with Irving. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's Baker to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain. Vikings defense countering with a nickel look. 3rd down coming. Mayfield now from the gun. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks him inside their own 10. The Vikings are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. First call here coming from the shotgun.
19.
Throwing from near his own goal line. Setting up the receiver screen to Jefferson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Takes out a one-stop. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Ready?
This is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Finds the in route complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion, it made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10.
Come on. 19, 18. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
From the 36. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
They're going to be set just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Vikings down by a touchdown. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Here's a throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise, you deliver, and that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
He's going to squeeze about 8 yards out of that run block. That brings up 3rd down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Down by 6, no choice but to go for this.
18 cards.
Desperation time here on 4th. He's got to his running back. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Ready.
Back to throw. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Ready. Go.
Here he is to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Pushing for the end zone. And he lost the football. It's not loose. And it looks like a defender covered that in the end zone. Oh, baby. Their lead was about to disappear, but they made the play that they just decided.
Man, did those sidelines get loud. I think we all had to figure out what the heck was going on and who recovered the ball. But the minute they see the defense gets it, Kate, look at them. They save 6 points, and they get the ball back for their offense.
They get to Irving to start this drive. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. All right, got a timeout here. Just 8 seconds remaining in our ball game.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
This is Irving on 2nd. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Good.
Mayfield loses the ball. And he falls on it himself, so no turnover to dampen the mood here at the end of this one. Game over. So it's a win for the Buccaneers. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners. As with that, we sign off from Tampa.
Fall is in the air and not a moment too soon. I'm Scott Hansen, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 3. Take on the Minnesota Vikings. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. This, a big play early in the ball game. Next up, it's Santa Clara, California. Let's look in on the Niners as they play host to the LA Rams. And it's Kyren Williams. Gets past the line of scrimmage, gets room, gets it in. 22 yards on the touchdown. Lastly, let's go to Nashville. It's the Titans hosting the Washington Commanders. And it's Jaden Daniels. One of his 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Commanders get their 3rd win as they come away with the victory. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.